And we are live right now. Welcome everybody to Animal Nights Live. I'm your host Corbin Maxey. We're just joining right now. We're actually broadcasting live on Facebook. We're over here on TikTok. What's up, Tickety Talk? We're also on Instagram Live. Everything looking good?
Looking good.
Oh, this is awesome. We are so excited you're joining us once again. Welcome to Animal Nights Live.
Hey, Jax.
Hey, Jax. On the show, we have such an exciting show. Folks, it is our 9th show, and for our 9th show, we have Sherman the Wallaby on the show from Stork's Place Mini Farms here in Marsing, Idaho. We are so excited. We actually have a wallaby. I'm looking at Sherman right now munching on grass. It's so hard to pay attention. I told them earlier, the owners, Jake and Megan, I said, man, I'm going to have to rush through the animal news because I cannot take my eyes off Sherman. He's just like hanging out. Anyway, so we're so excited to have them. Now, really quick, there are a few people who are new to the show. So I just want to welcome you. Once again, my name is Corbin. This is my co-host, and this is real. This is Irwin, and he's a monkey-tailed skink. And honey, did you know this? There has been some speculation that Irwin is fake.
What?
There has been speculation. So we're broadcasting on TikTok and Instagram, and a lot of people on TikTok think Irwin is fake.
You know, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be rude to TikTok, but I had a feeling that it was TikTok viewers.
Of course, TikTok didn't think he was real. By the way, Irwin, honey, please don't bite me. There you go. Irwin is very real. And matter of fact, you guys, we don't have the budgets for this type of animatronic. So no, he's super. No, he's very, very real. Monkey-tailed skink. Anyway, so once again, exciting show. We have Sherman the Wallaby. And, you know, honey, the last time we worked with a wallaby, you know when that was?
With Tyra Banks.
With Tyra Banks. And listen, I hate to name drop, but I feel like Tyra Banks is a pretty cool name to drop, right? Come on, you guys, that's pretty cool, right? That's cool. I hate people who name drop, but I feel like it's okay once in a while.
I'd have to say I'm not usually starstruck when we go to the Rockefeller Center and we get to do these type of programs because everyone's a person, but I grew up watching America's Next Top Model. That was pretty cool for me.
See, I never watched America's Top Model. Did you guys watch America's Top, what was it? America's Next Top Model. I never watched America's Next Top Model. So Irwin was super cool. Irwin, why am I talking about Irwin? I'm talking about Tyra Banks. Yeah, she was super nice. And I would have to say one of the nicest celebrities we've ever worked with, right?
She was great.
She was great. And she was terrified of the animals, though. Hey, Matt. Hey, Heather. Heather says, hi, Corbin and Irwin. So excited for tonight's show. Amy says, Sherman. Mom says, hey, you guys. Yay. Okay.
Hey, so, Amanda on Instagram. Hey, Rose.
Yeah. So, yeah, Tyra was super cool. Now, listen, Jake, our guest, has a lot to live up to. But I think he's a little more... Jake, I'm sorry. You do not look like Tyra Banks. I was a little disappointed. I thought Tyra was going to hop out. And I'm just giving you trouble, man. I'm so excited for you guys to do this. So, okay, before we bring on Sherman the Wallaby, we're just going to wait for more people to join, and we're going to go over animal news. Now, I did something new. I posted the animal news video before Animal Nights Live earlier this afternoon. So it was a video kind of the top news and just kind of want to discuss it. Hopefully you guys were able to check that out. But basically, we're having an issue with the coronavirus. I hate to talk about the coronavirus. We're all sick of it. But scientists are trying to find out where the origin was. And there are some scientists are coming out saying we're never going to find it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There are so many animals at these wet markets. How could they?
I know. And so they have to isolate the virus. And people are just, we don't know if we're going to find it. So there's strong evidence that, you know, bats were the carriers. But then now they're thinking maybe there was an intermediate species like a pangolin, which are those scaly mammals. They also think maybe civets. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not putting you guys to sleep.
So they're still kind of on the same lines as the bats and the pangolins, though.
Yes. So, but they're thinking the pangolin might have been intermediate. What do you guys think? Are you guys tired of coronavirus news? As I'm talking about it right now. Are you tired of news?
I stopped watching the news probably a good month ago because I was so sick of it. Probably 6 weeks ago.
I had to, but listen, I love the Today Show, Hoda and Jenna. It's good to see some good, feel-good Hoda and Jenna. Love you, girls. Okay, because I'm sure they're watching right now. All right, in other news. Hey, Jenna. You never know, right? This is amazing. Now, I know this is going to be... go ahead.
Matt is sick of the coronavirus news. Yes, we are, sir, very.
Yes. On TikTok. So I'm going to tell you some more coronavirus news. No, listen. No, this is good news. I promise. So Wuhan. Can you guys all read this? Wuhan. I'm going to read this whole thing right now. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Welcome, you guys. You might need a second beer for that. You guys don't mind. You guys have nothing else to do tonight, right? So Wuhan, the place where the coronavirus originated, has now banned the sale and consumption of wild animals for food for 5 years. And that's where it started. If you guys are unfamiliar, the coronavirus started in these wet markets where live wild animals are sold for food, and they're in these just nasty situations. It's unsanitary. A lot of these exotic animals are piled on top of each other. And then diseases, new diseases, the bacteria, it's just like a cesspool.
Okay, it's a great start, but why only 5 years?
I know. They need to stop this. But listen, here's the deal. Did you know the wildlife markets, it's a $74 billion industry. That's a lot of money.
That keeps the economy going.
I don't know. They need to stop eating that stuff. It's endangered. We need to stop eating endangered wildlife. Wuhan, good for you. 5 years. Keep it up. Okay.
I'm good with chicken and beef. And
oh, that's another topic in itself.
Sustainably.
Yeah. Sustainably. Organic. Okay. This is my other favorite news right here. A baby Pygmy Hippo was born at the San Diego Zoo.
I wonder why this is your favorite.
Because I love hippos. Does anyone else love hippos? Can you guys give me, Sharon said she's watching, Tracy says hi, Heather says not a bad idea. Does anyone else love hippos? I'm a huge hippo fan. I love hippos, and the Pygmy hippos, there's only 2,500 left.
If you love hippos, send us a heart.
If you love hippos, send us a heart. Oh, I got a couple hearts. Wow.
Perfect.
Okay, we're getting hearts. What about TikTok? We love hippos? Okay. Instagram, are we all...
TikTok says, hi, brother, love you.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh. I was like, I don't have a brother, but listen, we are live on India. This is the crazy thing about TikTok.
YR Gold and a whole bunch of numbers.
Okay, thank you so much, brother. Where are you?
Matt says, nope, monkeys all the way.
Okay, where are you? Can I ask their age? Is that appropriate or is that inappropriate on social? I don't know, right? Is that weird? You're a mom. Is that? I don't know. I don't want to be.
Your age. Yeah.
How old are you? How old? Yeah, why are you asking? Okay, TikTok. I have a question for you, brother. How old are you and where are you watching this from? We have a big fan base in India, by the way. Seriously, it's 60-something% in India, which is amazing.
I'm from Hyderabad.
Yes, this is great. What time is
where's
it?
That?
And if you could spell that, honey, I'll give you $100.
What? It's right here. So
shoot,
I
guess.
But,
okay.
But where is that?
India. It's India, right?
Hyderabad?
Who knows? Who's okay, well, I guess we'll never know. Oh, Heather says baby hippo is so cute. Nina says excited to see Sherman. Shut up. Thank you, Nina. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say that. Brian's like, I can't wait to see Sherman. Ginger says this is exciting. And then Wade says I love hippos. I'm so sorry. Okay, by the way, I'm almost done with animal news. Sherman's fan base is like, why am I listening to this bozo talk about hippos? Okay.
Oh, Matt's in India.
Yes, Matt's in India. Okay, last piece of news. This is my favorite news. They are now saying that T-Rex was a power walker. Did you guys hear this? That's my T-Rex. T-Rex is a power walker. I'm a huge dinosaur. Okay, who else loves dinosaurs?
But how intimidating if they're not even running at you, but walking fast.
Honey, it's endurance. Honey, it's endurance. I think it's so cool. It sounds
like a scary movie to me.
I think it's so cool, and I think that T-Rex, yeah, it's so cool. Oh, Jamie just talking. It says it's pronounced Hyderabad, and it's a major city in India.
Oh, Matt says no. I was saying the above location is in India.
Oh,
thank you for clarifying, Matt.
Thank you so much. Sorry, we are not.
But thank you.
This is okay. I'm just really making my.
He's in Minnesota.
Oh, he's not from India? You're from Minnesota? Hello, Matt from Minnesota. Okay, guys. This is okay. Anyway, T-Rex was a power walker. It's great news, and they're thinking it was more energy efficient. Yes, we have more TikTok.
White Lightning did not know that Lizard was real.
Yes, White Lightning, and he can move fast like lightning. That's awful. Thank you, Jake. That was a mercy laugh.
Joke.
Are we good on Instagram, honey? I feel like it's silent. Honey, are we even going live on Instagram?
We are.
Are we? Where are our fans? Where's Amy Sue? Where's Porcupine Tails? Where's the Rough Fisherman Man? Where is he?
I think Rough Fisherman's here.
Okay, you guys, we need a comment. Are we here? Instagram's usually a little more active.
Miles is here.
Hey, Miles. How are you doing, man?
Amanda's here.
Amanda's here. Hey, you guys. Please comment if you're still on Instagram. Facebook is like just going to...
Oh, here we go. I haven't scrolled for a minute.
Sorry, honey, Instagram. That's what's going on. I was wondering, are we like off on IG?
Daisy and Luna, hello.
Honey,
hello,
can you...
Lauren's Wildlife.
Hey, Lauren! from the San Diego
I'm so
Zoo.
sorry, Instagram, I'm awful
Hey, you
at my
guys,
job.
she's on her. Well, that's only your first glass of wine, so you're fine. Okay. So Nina says there's nothing like a baby hippo. Ashley said she's so excited to see Sherman.
Miles says baby hippos are the best.
Thank you.
Amanda
Amy
says yes, I love those. Sorry. Oh, New Phoenix is here.
New
oh my
Phoenix.
Gosh. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, New Phoenix. Okay.
Carly Q's here.
Carly,
Star Bear.
Idaho Star Bear, all of
Amanda.
our fans. Thank you, by the way. And if you are watching this and you know people who love animals, make sure to share this. Okay. So I think we're ready.
Oh, here we go. Carly Q says I'm good.
Okay. Have they all forgiven you on
yes,
Instagram?
Isabel got a wave. Corbin's Exotics are here.
Corbin's Exotics. Ooh, okay.
Hey,
We've had
Isabel.
Corbin. Hey, Isabel. Okay. Okay, you guys. So who is ready for Sherman? Can I get a thumbs up and a comment if you want to see Sherman?
All right.
You know, I feel like, okay, you know the movie, The Nutty Professor, where they're like, Sherman. That's like one of my favorite movies. I'm just like, ah. Okay, so what we're going to do, honey, are you promoting wine?
Yes, because Isabel asked if I was drinking wine and it looked good.
Okay,
or no, she said it looks like it.
Okay, honey, let's go for your shameless plug. Here we go.
All
you want
right.
to plug it? Here we go.
No, that's okay. Let's go.
Why
to
not?
Sherman.
Why don't you plug it? Because you're back in business.
Yeah, we're on a phase 2 here in Idaho.
She jumped right to that plug. Okay, go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
We are on a phase 2, almost on a phase 3 soon, and we're back with Snake River Wine Tours. So send me an email, go to our website, snakeriverwinetours.com, and submit a submission form.
And by the way, don't request me. We have people request me as a driver. I mean, Sam that's mainly her animal, but you might see a familiar face. We've had people request.
I would only go if you were driving.
Really? I don't know. Anyway, long story short, Snake River Wine Tours, if you are in Idaho and you want to go on a tour, they sponsored this show for us today.
Isabel needs a G&T. Get on that, girl.
Get on. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so
Lena, yes, Snake River Wine Tours.
everyone says, Shanna says she can't wait to see Sherman. Angie, thumbs up. Heather said, yay, Sherman. Jenna says, bring on Mr. Sherman. Brian says, toes fishing is ready for Sherman. Taryn says, Sherman. Oh, Taryn's getting a like for that one. Nina says, yeah, Sherman. Keisha says, Sherman. Amy says, Sherman. Oh, my mom sent kangaroo. Okay, honey, I just want to. Jodette said, we love Sherman. Do you guys know all these fans?
Some of them, yeah.
This is so
Awesome.
cool. Thank you for just, all your fans. Okay,
I don't
Amy.
mean to break it up over here, but back on TikTok, I think you might want to address this. Matt wants to know where he can buy a monkey.
Oh, Matt. Oh, that's a whole different topic. Please don't buy a monkey, Matt.
Someone said at a pet store.
No! TikTok, no. They're like a permanent 3 or 4 year old, and they live to be 50, 60 years old, and they're aggressive. I had a monkey one time bite the top of my sister's head live on the radio.
Oh, hey, Maylee, Sherman's sister.
Hey,
Nice.
Oh! Okay, Maylee gets precedence. She's not the one who was asking about the
About a monkey.
No.
Okay, you guys. Okay, everyone. So because we have Sherman, and I don't think...
Miles says, wait, what is Sherman? The suspense is killing me.
Oh, Sherman is my pet hermit crab, Miles. Actually, no, Miles is an entomologist, even though hermit crabs aren't
He'd probably
insects.
be excited.
He'd
for
probably
that.
be so excited for a hermit crab. What if this was just a ploy and I didn't have a wallaby? Could you imagine? They'd be so sad. Wah, wah.
Hey,
Okay.
Vera.
Hey, Brandy. Okay, guys. So everyone say goodbye, Erwin. Is there a way? Everyone say bye, Erwin.
Thank you.
Oh, baby. No. Look. What if we had him go down under? Can you grab the stool from underneath it? What if it was like, can you grab it? No, honey, grab the stool. What if it was like, okay, bye, Erwin, and we had it like robotic? You know what I mean? Like,
I still have to come over
honey,
with that.
I want this. One day, one day I want Erwin to come up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Animal Science Live. And I'm Corbin Maxey. This is Erwin. Okay, guys. Okay. All right, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, let me grab the chair for Jake over here. We are so excited. Please. What?
Do a little prep work here.
Okay, we'll do a prep work here.
Just get some food down for him. That'll keep him occupied.
Welcome to Corbin's Cooking Show. We cannot wait.
Corbin's quesadillas.
I make good quesadillas, honey. Do
I
you want to
know you
move this masculine drink right
Snacks.
there? Ooh, we have some snacks. Here we go, you guys. Who is sending angry faces? I don't know if it's someone confused or someone really mad.
Is it Aunt
Maybe
Evelyn
that's their
again?
excited
We'll
face.
never know. Everyone says bye, Erwin. Sherman's Nana and Papa are watching. We love him. Amy says bye, Erwin. Okay, everyone's ready. Okay,
Matt
Jake.
says, wait, was that thing there the whole time?
What?
I think
All right, Jake. Now, welcome everybody. Jake, how's it going, man?
Great.
Oh, man.
Okay, so here we go.
Good to
my
be
gosh.
here. How are you?
I'm doing so good. Oh my
All
goodness, you can just
right.
let. I can't believe this is happening right now.
He's hungry.
Jake, thank you so much for coming, man. And,
Yeah.
and you are from Stork's Place Mini Farms.
Yep.
I am. Okay, we have a wallaby right now on my table.
Jack says hi, Dad.
Hey, Jax.
Jake, tell me what we have here. Oh my God, I'm dying right now.
Yeah, Sherman is an agile wallaby. There's about 30 different species of wallaby, and the agile wallabies are found kind of on the northern coast of Australia, also found in New Guinea. But now he lives in Marsing, Idaho. So that's why he's the OC wallaby, Owyhee County.
Yes, by the way, if you're on Instagram, please follow OC_wallaby. And so, you know what I loved is we had Sherman, and right before we started filming, he was just looking out our back French doors at the river, like eating a piece of grass, just like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, man, he's going to town.
He's really enjoying that treat, isn't he?
Yeah, so how old is Sherman?
Sherman turned 2 in April, and that was when he was actually born, but the development of wallabies is pretty unique. So he was in the pouch in April 2 years ago, and then he still had to do quite a bit of development and growth after that.
Wow, 2 years old. Can we get a happy birthday for Herman? Oh man, I'm getting so many people asking me questions. Let's see. Amy asked, what is his favorite treat?
I'd say apples. Yeah. I mean, he just loves grass. Like, in the wild, they would eat grass, they would eat leaves. And they might forage, find some fruit, something like that. And so he's got a little bit of a sweet tooth. As you can see, he's chowing down on the apple. We've got some peaches here too, but looks like the treat of choice currently is apple.
I'm just like dying if someone's tuning in right now. Like, what in the world? Baby, do we have any questions on Instagram at all or TikTok?
Yeah, we do. Isabel wants to know, how old is the kangaroo?
Isabel apparently was watching.
We get that all the time. It's like, oh, look, a kangaroo. Close enough. They're both macropods. They're related in that regard, but wallabies are
not kangaroo. Yeah.
They're in essence they're a smaller kangaroo. So you start with wallabies. Somewhere in between is a wallaroo, kind of a cross, and then you get up into kangaroos for a much larger critter.
And this is an agile wallaby.
Yep.
An agile wallaby. And are they one of the smallest wallabies?
No, you actually get smaller than Sherman.
You get smaller than Sherman, and he looks big right now. If you're tuning in. He looks big, but he's not. I mean, he's actually pretty small.
Yeah, I think we'll situate him at some point. I don't want to move him while we're talking and answering questions, but we'll get you a look at his tail. I would say from his nose to the end of his tail, if you measured it straight, he'd be about 4 feet long. Stands a couple of feet tall. It's possible we could get his attention and have him stand up, but he's just enjoying this food way too much.
This is amazing. Okay, Sherman, I don't want to bug you. We just have Facebook. Amy says, hi, Sherman and Jake. Amy said, how old is Sherman? We said 2. Jan says, I want one. Okay, so let's talk about that because we're not here to promote wallabies or going out and getting a wallaby. You guys live on a beautiful farm. Let's kind of go into that.
Yeah, so we have some other animals, pretty domestic stuff. We've got pygmy goats and we've got some pigs. We have a dairy cow. We've got a Jersey cow. And we've been having the Marsing Elementary School second graders come out and they have a field trip at our house and we teach them about the animals. And we've talked for quite some time about saying, gosh, we would just love to have that like cherry on top of the field trip. And did quite a bit of research, understood what it takes to provide habitat, enrichment, nutritional provisions for a wallaby, and reached out, found some experts and figured out where I could get him. But a lot of care goes into a wallaby, especially when you get them in the pouch.
Absolutely. They have a farm, so don't go out and purchase a wallaby. And and you guys had to drive to Salt Lake, and I mean, it was pretty expensive. It wasn't anything that people, okay. Let's see if we have any other questions. Chuck joined. Happy birthday, Sherman, from Angie. Amy says, hi, Tio, Jake. Chuck says, I'm here. Patty says, happy birthday. Sherwin. Patty, it's Sherman. Amy says, is he hard to care for?
Yeah, so I'll tell you a little story. When we first got Sherman, he was about 6 months old at that point in time. That means he'd been in the pouch. He just started to get hair. At that point in time, it's around the clock feeding. They need to eat every 4 hours at that point.
Okay.
Whether we want to be sleeping or not, Sherman needs to eat, right? They have to grow.
Yep.
If you could grab that bottle for me, I'll give you an example of what that looked like. It's not a ton of food, but it's a bottle that looks like that right there. Oh, look, it looks like I'm feeding Corbin.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yep.
So every 4 hours,
Can you get my notes, please?
we would have to get up and make sure that we had the appropriate amount of food. We would actually weigh him periodically and make sure he was on the correct growth chart, so we knew how much to feed him. You can't leave home without him, or you can't leave home because you got to make sure that he's cared for. So it's not like a dog where you can just throw some food in the dish, add a little bit of water, and move on. So a lot of care goes into owning a beautiful animal like Sherman.
Oh, can we just hold on? Can we all be quiet? And I just want to listen to him eat. Okay.
He's a chomper.
I died. I'm sorry. I've worked with wallabies before, but Sherman is just a star.
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of questions.
Okay, a whole bunch of questions. And listen, if you're on Facebook, we will get to your questions. And on TikTok, we are just all in awe of Sherman, and we have all night, so don't worry. We're going to get to your questions. Okay.
Hey, Ellie on TikTok.
Hey, Ellie.
All right, Virginia wants to know how big he will get.
Oh, that's a good question.
Sherman's about full grown at this point in time. He might fill out just a little bit as animals get a little older. They might reach that peak height and then fill out. But he's pretty much full grown. So, as he stands right there, a couple of feet tall, he can stretch out and get just a little bit taller. But what you see is what Sherman will end up being.
Wow. Now, do you have to worry about predators living out here?
Somewhat, yeah. He is a prey animal. Because we have goats, we got a couple of natural protectors for goats.
Okay.
We have a miniature donkey and we have an alpaca.
Oh.
And both of those are known to chase off coyotes and chase off predators. And so, they don't share a pen or anything like that, but some of those predators are just naturally afraid of those herd protectors. And so they protect Sherman, and the enclosure that we have for him outside throughout the spring and summer and fall appropriately protects them as well.
Do you have to have like a super high fence?
Standard chain link fence, I think it's probably 6 feet tall. They could jump about 3 feet, 3.5 feet in the air. When it comes to jumping out, you'd probably expect a wallaby like this to jump anywhere from maybe 6 to 9 feet when he's really going.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
We're gonna. Okay, go ahead.
McFarland's want to know where he came from.
Sherman actually came from Daytona, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So the farm that he was located at was down there, and I had spent quite a bit of time talking to the owner of Sherman's mom and Sherman's dad, and finally made arrangements to get Sherman brought out here to Marsing, Idaho.
Yeah, and from a licensed facility, you guys. This wasn't like a mom and pop. Yes.
Isabel's wondering if he's affectionate.
Look at him! Dude, I'm dying right now. And I'm saying, by the way, if someone's, I'm listening to you. It's
You're fine.
It's hard to I need to work on this. Like I'm trying to look at you in the eyes, but it's like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Sherman, man.
He definitely can be affectionate. It's funny when he gets a little rambunctious, and you get your hand out there, you scratch his belly, scratch his chest. He'll grab onto your hand or your arm with his hands. He's got powerful little hands, although they're very small. When we hold him, we'll usually hold him with the tail sticking out here and the head sticking out here. Everyone can see me. And he'll definitely nuzzle his nose right into your chin, into your cheek. He's certainly way more affectionate with my wife, and she's probably more affectionate with him too. So
yes,
the payoff is there.
Yes, and Megan, and by the way, if you are watching, he has a strong grip.
Is that strong?
Look at his little grip. Look at him. Oh my gosh. By the way, please follow Sherman OC_Wallaby on Instagram. Okay, can I take a Facebook question?
Sure.
Libby says Sherman is loving the limelight. Yes, Libby. Jamie said,
the apples.
Is he, oh honey, we need to get, we have some more apples too. Jamie says, is he furry like a cat or wiry like a terrier or more like a cow?
What do you think, Corbin?
I don't know. I mean, he's furry, but he's not, I don't know. He's not as like smooth as a cat.
Yeah, I'd put it in between. I would say it's not totally wiry. I would say it's not totally soft. When he was when he was young, he was incredibly soft. It was fantastic.
It's not a cat.
No,
it's not a cat. Okay, Jenna said, is he potty trained?
Nope. So I kind of liken a wallaby to a deer, right? It's a prey animal. They don't have that intelligence where they'll get that. I know that there are some places like wildlife facilities that when they're young, they try potty pads in a certain spot to encourage that. But, largely he's not potty trained. But fortunately, his number 2 is kind of a firm, dry pellet, kind of like a horse. Yeah, so it doesn't make a mess everywhere or anything like that. But not potty trained.
Good question. Christina said he's going to become a diva. He's gotten so big. And then Amy says, Sherman has joined so many of my parties. Let's see. Chuck says feels like velvet, so soft. Marguerite said Sherman is a star. Jake, you're looking good. Hey, Marguerite.
Can you see me?
Look at that. His wife, is that a family member? I was going to say his wife.
Marguerite is my mom.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sorry. I was like,
She has to say that I'm looking good.
I was like, Jake. Jake's wife, Megan, is right looking at
Over
us.
here we've got Tyler Thompson that says, "Hey Jake" from Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Jake.
Allie says, "Hi Jake" from Aaliyah. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And earlier there was a hi TO Jake. That was from my nephews Cannon and Kaylin. So got to say hello to those guys.
Yeah,
And
say
I know
hello.
that
Say
my
hello.
kids, Mila, Jackson, and Maylee are all watching on whatever platform they're watching on at home. So
yeah,
hi to them
Jane
as well.
Jackson mainly over here.
This is so cool. And we're going to get to all your comments. Go ahead. Sorry,
Yes,
there's so many.
Phoenix on Instagram wants to know if they fight and kick.
Oh, good question.
Yeah, they do. Sherman, because he's been fairly well socialized with us, he doesn't do a whole lot of kicking, but in the wild, that's absolutely how they can kind of establish dominance and work through their wallaby troubles. So they would actually rear back on their tail, and kind of a fun fact about the tail, if now's a good time.
Sure.
There's a lot of strength in that tail, and they actually use it kind of like a fifth leg.
Okay.
So when a wallaby walks slowly, he'll put both of his front hands down, and then he'll move both of those back feet at the same time. They can't move independently like we walk. So front hands down, and then those back feet would come through. It's almost like what you would see with a rail car. So in order for him to do that, he props that tail down like a little kickstand. He picks both back legs up and moves them forward. That motion's called pentapedaling. So kind of a unique thing there. The only time they actually are on 2 feet is when it's time to go fast and it's time to run.
Wow. And how fast can they run?
Some species of wallaby can get up to 30 miles per hour.
Wow.
An agile wallaby, you'd probably be looking somewhere in the 15 mile per hour range.
Can I just say, you're the most knowledgeable wallaby person I've ever talked
Did
to.
you
I'm
always
so...
know you wanted to be a wallaby?
Yeah, did you always know you wanted to be our wallaby expert? And what are you doing next Thursday?
Yeah, I certainly come by it honestly. I've always loved animals, and I've always taken an interest and a likeness to it. Fortunately, I married a gal that is the same way. So she and I both like the animals. We like learning about them, and we really like sharing them. So we've taken Sherman and some of our other animals to retirement centers, and we share them with the residents that are there. Teach them about them, add a little joy and a little entertainment. We mentioned the school. We have some folks out to our place for an open farm day. We teach them about all of the animals, not just Sherman, and try to share some fun facts and little tidbits that they might not already know.
This is so cool.
Did you know that they have sugar gliders?
Really?
We do.
Okay, we're getting you guys. I mean, you guys are my favorite guests. I mean, sorry, Diana. Boise Bucket List, we love you. I mean, no, I love Diana. Okay, Wade says, how long do wallabies live?
Yeah, so in the wild, you could expect a wallaby to live anywhere from 8 to 15 or 16 years.
Okay.
And I think in captivity that may be shortened slightly, but somewhere between 8 and 15. I know that's a large range, but for a prey animal, and you think about the climate they come from, they'll have warm summers, they'll have cool winters, and as long as they can forage for food, they'll be just fine. But loss of habitat tends to be the largest, destructive component for wallabies.
Absolutely. And now with the fires, in Australia.
Devastating. That was really hard to watch.
That was, super hard. We love Australia. We have a big Australia viewership. So
I've been there. I've been to Steve Irwin's wildlife park in Australia, Australia Zoo.
Wow.
It was fantastic. I've got a picture of me, much younger me. Picture with a wallaby. Never knew later on in life I'd actually own one, but
really,
cool.
That is so cool, man. Yes, honey, you have some questions?
Carly Q just says Irwin and Sherman need their own cartoon segment. I
Oh
think
my
that's
gosh.
awesome.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Real
look at
power duo.
Carly Q, I think you're onto something.
Thank you, Carly Q. Does she want the rights now? Is that Does Carly?
McFarland's is asking, where does Sherman sleep?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, Sherman. So when the temperatures stay essentially above 40 degrees, he's got a large enclosure at our house where he gets to kind of run around outside. It's good for him to get to dig in the dirt and kind of forage and live more naturally like you would outside. In the wintertime when the temperatures drop out, our garage largely gets converted and becomes a wallaby hotel, I guess. So Sherman spends the winter in the garage with us where he can stay warm, and we all kind of make it through there. But he's as excited as we are to finally get out and really take in that sunshine. over that wintertime period, we're fortunate to have a family member nearby with a large shop. So we get to take Sherman down there. We really get to let him run and jump around and, really stretch those legs even more than he would be able to in our garage.
And you did that right before you came over.
We did.
Which was so nice.
Yeah.
And, oh, my goodness. So, I mean, so he wasn't running around here.
And prepared.
Yes.
Got his energy out and brought food.
Yes. Jungle Jess said, sorry I'm late. No worries, Jungle Jess. We love you. Sherman's adorable. Nicole says, has Sherman ever gotten loose?
Oh, here we go.
Nicole that we know?
Nicole Brock, I believe, said that. Yeah.
Oh, she knows. Is that why she's... Megan's taking a sip of wine right now. Do you want to just briefly say how Sherman got loose?
Yeah, so we had a second grade field trip from our local elementary school out to our house. And, we've attempted to try and find a harness that will appropriately fit Sherman, keep him comfortable, keep him safe, keep him from running off. And so with that field trip, we teach them about all of our different animals, and then we brought Sherman in. So we set him down. He decided he didn't want to wear the harness anymore. He shook right out of it, and he took off. So if you can imagine, there's 60 second graders getting overly excited because there's a little wallaby running loose. And so I do my best to calm them down, like, please, please, please be quiet. Megan, my wife, she goes off to take care of Sherman. At that point in time, it's kind of a show must go on thing. These 60 second graders need entertained. So I brought in our next farm critter and began teaching them about that animal. And I knew that Megan was able to get him. But yeah, because he's a prey animal, I think that he would come back. We certainly wouldn't want to take that chance. We live out in the country. There are fields galore. There's a canal out there. Although he can't
Shotguns,
swim,
people.
Yeah,
that's
dogs.
A coyote.
Yeah.
Like I'm serious. People out here are like, not. Oh, Sherman saw. Hi, buddy. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't. Did you like that kind of impression? No, I don't have a gun. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he did get loose. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole. Instagram. What's up?
I'm sure that taught you a lot, though.
Yeah.
What you do and don't want to do. Miles is asking how social are agile wallabies.
They're actually a solitary animal, although they may be
good
found.
question.
Yeah, that's a great question. Although they may be found feeding in groups, they're solitary, so they don't need that interaction with others.
Okay.
Yep, they can go off on their own.
Sherman, I got a little of that in my mouth. I got a little of that in my mouth, but you're so cute. That's okay. Oh, look, I need to get a TikTok. Okay, we have to get a TikTok video of him just eating because he's just like, look at me, those big old bug eyes. And
Nina said, I missed the info on what he eats.
Okay.
Yeah, so we try to keep his diet as close as he would find in nature, and they would forage for grasses out in the grasslands.
Fuji apples, by the way, in nature are amazing.
There would be leaves in forested areas that they would have. So generally leafy things. He loves the pasture grass that we grow right behind our house. And then for treats, he'll get some fruit like apples. To make sure that he gets all of the nutritional enrichment that he needs, we also purchase a food that is actually imported, kind of a pelletized food. That's not the only food. We need to make sure we provide him with the appropriate balance to keep him healthy.
He is so healthy. He looks great. Okay, Facebook really quick. The wallaby has the prettiest eyes of any wallaby I've ever seen. I agree. He has beautiful eyes. They come out. They're like, I don't know. They're beautiful. Mom, how long do they live? We just answered that. Does he get along with other animals? Amy wants to know.
Yeah, so when he was living inside, when he was essentially pouch bound, we had dogs, and they would do some interacting. They would kind of play. The dogs didn't mind him too much, but he would go over and kind of scratch, in the dog's fur and get familiar with them. But the dogs would usually pay him really no attention, and he would just bounce around the house and find something to do.
Okay, very interesting. Let's see. April says, hello from the Tri. Brian says, Jake, I miss your face, brother.
Hey, Brian.
And Zoe, our dog, wants to say hi, by the way. Let's see. Virginia, my mother-in-law, joined. Hello. Christina says, ask Megan how fast they run. Christina, we've already heard that. Funny. Virginia said Instagram froze up. Should we look at Instagram? April says, we love the Stork's farm. Let's see. Karen says, great job, Jake and Sherman. What about me, Karen? I'm doing nothing. I'm literally just like.
I have a whole bunch of questions over here.
Okay, one more. Okay, Irene says, okay, perfect. He loves those apples. I have so many on Facebook, too. Do you want to go on Instagram first?
Isabel, do you clip his claws?
We don't. No, we let them naturally get kind of worn down as he hops around in kind of the dirt, little bit of pebbles and rocks and things that are in there. So we don't do any kind of trimming.
Yeah,
awesome.
hey,
what type
buddy.
of enclosure does he live in?
Essentially an overgrown dog run, right? Chain
Okay.
link, that way it's something that he can see. He's not going to run into it. It provides enough security as far as height is concerned and enough security from predators.
Okay.
Nina, how much does he weigh?
Gosh, we used to weigh him weekly and make sure that his growth rate was on point. I'm going to guess he's somewhere in the 15 to 20 pound neighborhood.
Oh, wow. He's the most well-behaved wallaby, unlike my dog over here who's crying like, "Rah!" Zoe's fine, by the way.
Does Sherman have a cameo? If not, you should get him one.
I'm not sure what a cameo is.
Like a cameo. I don't understand. Let us know what a cameo is.
Yeah.
Andy Howard joined. Your neighbor. Hey, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Andy, I want to bring one of your 300-pound pigs on the show. What kind of vet care does he need? From Liza.
Yeah, so it would kind of be as needed. We provide a lot of just the periodic kind of maintenance inspections, making sure he looks healthy. If there is anything, that we would just seek an exotic vet, somebody that would be willing to work on
An expensive, overpriced
Yep.
vet. Sorry,
Yep.
I'm sorry. I probably offended the vets, and we have an exotic vet. Listen, oh my God. Sorry, you guys are expensive, but they do pay a lot for school. I get it.
Sure.
And they have payment plans. But anyway, I don't know why I'm getting into that. So let's see. Nancy, does he need any vaccinations?
They don't.
Okay.
Nope.
Karen says, and yes, Corbin, you look great too. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. That's all I want.
I feel like Al on Tool Time, like you just see me over the top of the fence.
Oh, yes.
Howdy, neighbor.
Oh my gosh,
Howdy.
we watched that show growing up. I love that.
Oh, you see
Not
Tim?
over here on TikTok. and
It's so
Instagram.
funny when people how does it look like on TikTok and Instagram? Is it good?
Oh yeah,
On
because
Facebook, it looks like we just have
I can see the laptop,
it's
but
a
I'm
close
totally.
up of Sherman. That's why.
I think it's so funny. I think this is why we have a big audience right now on Facebook watching.
So on Instagram and TikTok, are they able to see more of Sherman? Can you see that tail?
Basically the whole thing.
Oh,
but
right
his
on.
tail's cut
Okay.
off.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's talk a little bit about Sherman's male anatomy. You said you had some fun anatomy to tell me about. And
Well-
this is, by the way, you know what we should probably tell, because kids watch the show. We're going to have an adult discussion. I mean, not like you and I. Okay, so kids.
It's just.
And I think it's more about their
perfect. Male anatomy.
They're just
This is great. This is great. Sherman's ready to talk about the anatomy.
Well, I think that macropods in general, wallabies, have a really interesting and a really unique reproductive system.
Okay.
And we're going to more specifically talk about females, but Sherman's going to make sure that he shows his best parts.
Oh, they hang.
Yeah.
I mean, they are hanging. Wait,
Yeah.
I don't think you can even see them.
Pretty impressive.
I don't think you can on. They're hanging that low.
Sherman.
On Facebook, they're hanging that low.
Sherman's
On
the real
Instagram
deal.
and TikTok, they're hanging right above the laptop.
Yes, and right above the laptop where I write my blogs. That is lovely.
Wild animal. I don't know what to tell
I really
you.
hope he doesn't use the keyboard.
Honey, it's fine.
So I'll tell you
Yes.
a few fun things
Tell
about
me.
that reproductive system and about the gestation.
Sure.
So wallabies and macropods, as soon as they have an egg that's fertilized, it only spends about 28 days in the uterus. So female wallaby will have 2 uterus, and that
He needs more snacks.
we can bring him back. He's got plenty of snacks over here.
Sherman, come here. You want to come over
Maybe
here?
I'm bothered.
Well, honey, maybe not.
think
Can I just
you're
pick him
all right.
up like this?
Yeah.
Oh, he's full.
Yeah, you can scoot him back.
He's a big belly. He reminds me of some of my fraternity brothers I used to know. Look at this. This is great. Okay, go ahead. Sorry,
Yep.
Jake.
So,
I just wanna make sure it's okay.
essentially, once that egg is fertilized, it's only going to spend about 28 days in the uterus, and it basically consumes the yolk, kind of like it would an egg, like a chicken egg. At that point in time, that baby is going to come out of the cloaca, so one of the few animals that actually has a cloaca.
Interesting.
That baby's going to be about the size of a jelly bean with arms and a mouth, and it climbs from the cloaca up the front of the mother, and then it goes into the pouch. In that pouch, the mother has 4 teats that kind of look like what you saw with the bottle that Corbin's got.
Yep, teat.
And at that point in time, that baby isn't even strong enough to actually suckle on there. So when they make connection between the baby's mouth and the teat, the mom will actually basically swell the teat at that point, which kind of locks the baby in place. So it will get a very slow-fed enrichment from its mouth. It does all of its development in the pouch for the first 5 or 6 months while it's pouch bound. Another kind of crazy fact is wallabies can essentially suspend the gestation of another baby.
Delay implantation.
So embryonic diapause.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. While they've got a joey in the pouch, they could actually have another egg that's fertilized. And they would essentially put that fertilized egg on hold. They could keep it in there for up to 11 months. And at the point where the mother feels like I can appropriately care for this joey now, they'll say, go ahead and develop, and we'll get it in the pouch. Because they've got the 4 teats in there, say they have a grown joey that's out of pouch but still nursing on milk, they can actually provide different nutritional values through different teats for 2 different wallabies based on their age.
Wow.
Yep. I think it's just wild.
That is okay. So I've done a lot of wallabies like on shows and stuff, but I didn't know that. I knew that they could take care of multiple like joeys, but not they could switch the nutritional requirements per teat.
Yep.
Oh my God! Just can I see a fat? No,
pretty wild.
Wikipedia. No, I'm just kidding. That is so interesting. That is now. Some people might not know. Can we talk about just marsupials in general? What makes them a marsupial?
Sure. Yeah, the development of the infant largely takes place in a pouch. So the females have a pouch, so you'll have a very small, fetus in essence. Like I said, the wallaby is a couple of arms with a mouth, and it can crawl its way into the pouch, and largely that development will take place. Time varies depending on the different marsupial, but a wallaby, for instance, takes about 6 months before they ever really even leave the pouch.
Wow. Okay, I want to see if we have any other questions. Oh, Sherman! I promise it's a real hair. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, has he ever bitten you guys? Is that a good question to ask? Is he looking at
not anything that's tough or playful. Yeah.
He likes to lick.
Yeah. As soon as he's licking.
Oh, I've never made out with a wallaby. Do we give him? Oh, I mean, do I give him a little? Okay. Oh, he's so cute. He's smelling. Look at that. Oh my God, you guys, I am in love. Let's see, Pam Howard. Sean said, what? Heather said, this is so interesting. How cool. Do we have any other questions for?
I haven't even gotten over to Instagram yet, but over on TikTok, Alive Savis 12, may I please get a shout out? Hey.
Hey.
Do we know
I'm not sure who that is, but I'll give you a shout out.
Are you from India or Minnesota? Because apparently that's my fan base. Okay.
Someone said just tuned in. Is that a Bennett's Wallaby?
Sherman's actually an Agile Wallaby.
Perfect.
Very good. Thank you, Jay.
All right. Yadira, do you have other wallabies, or is he the only one on your farm?
Sherman's the only one. And I tell you, at this point, I couldn't imagine having another wallaby.
Really?
I think just Sherman is it. Like, we're so happy with Sherman. We've got no interest in breeding Sherman. We've got no interest in, adding to it. So we're happy
Oh
with
my
Sherman.
gosh, I'm sorry. I'm looking on Facebook. All you can see is Sherman's.
Wow.
It's almost like a big old clock keeping time.
You guys, the clock's ticking. The balls are
Yeah, like a grandfather clock.
Isabel wants to know if he gets along with the sugar gliders.
Sherman doesn't interact with the sugar gliders. Yeah.
That is funny.
So I couldn't tell you, but.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nina, are they vegetarian?
They are, yes. Yep, they are vegetarian.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Daisy and Luna.
Hey, Daisy.
Hello. This is so cool. Dr. Rasika from India over here.
Very
Cute
cool.
little ones. Do they have a pouch that you carry him around in?
Oh,
yeah.
Put it on, Jake. Put it on.
I've got an example. So, hey, I'll tell you right now. So this was Sherman's medium pouch. He's far too big for that now. And now that he's grown, he doesn't hang out in a pouch. So I hate to tell you, he did for the first about a year. And as they start to get a little older, they want to spend much more time out of the pouch. But when he was small, he would hop around, and whenever he had enough hopping around, you could hold the pouch out there. He would dive in head first, and once he makes it in head first, he'd just scoot himself right around, and so all you would see is a face, a big tail, and a couple of really interesting, unique feet. He's wondering if maybe back then he left some food in there.
Oh my gosh! Remember, we had some honey we worked with on the Today Show. I remember they pooped in them all the time. Did he go to the bathroom a lot in his pouch?
He would, yeah.
All the time?
So you got to make sure you clean that out.
Always.
Another kind of like gross but crazy fact:
Go
in
ahead.
the wild, when the joeys go to the bathroom in the mom's pouch, the mom eats it.
Oh.
And that way it doesn't.
Keeping it clean.
And it keeps it clean, and it keeps the odor down. It keeps predators away.
And a lot of animals actually eat their own poo or others' poo,
Just to hide their tracks.
Well, that or also for like
I'm sure they find some nutritional value in it.
nutrition. Oh, he's showing everything. Oh my!
Does that mean he has to
By
go
the
to
way,
the bathroom,
this
or
is-
is he excited?
Is he excited? So it's okay.
We'll censor Sherman.
So this is a kids program, but this is a late night show. I've never. If someone does,
Does he have a full set of teeth?
I thought you were gonna ask a full set of something.
their jaw structure is pretty unique, actually.
Yes. So let's go to their jaw structure.
hey,
Who's asking about their
hey.
teeth? Because all I'm
Yeah.
seeing is his fifth leg.
Idaho Star Bear.
I'm dying here.
That's
So
funny.
does Sherman get okay? So yeah. So let's talk about his jaw muscle. Sorry, Jake.
No, that's all right. It's more the actual bone jaw structure. So they've got some flat front teeth that they would use to actually tear the grass away, and then the molars in the back are largely flat, so they could grind down the leaves and the grass. And he's spicy now. He had something to eat, so he kind of wants to rumble a little bit. Oh, you want to scratch your chest right there, buddy?
Does he like that? Now I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does he prefer you or your wife? Does he have a favorite?
Oh, definitely my wife.
Oh, that's
Really?
a good question.
Yeah.
He knows who his mom
Yeah,
is.
and he's getting excited.
That's what he does when he's excited? I thought that's what he did when
Well,
he
he
was
just
excited.
ate. He's ready to play.
Oh, he is. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's okay. Don't worry. This is
That's
just.
awesome.
This is animals. Everyone goes to the bathroom.
Wants to make sure you get a good look.
So good.
So they can actually store fat in their tail, huh? That's a nice fun fact.
I can't do this. This show's gonna be taken off the
Yeah.
air.
It's a wild animal. I don't know what to
Yes,
tell you.
It's
So-
a nature show.
This is a nature show. Welcome to Anatomy with. Okay, so now listen. He's not hurting, by the way. If someone, Garrett says, can we visit the Stork's farm and meet Sherman?
Yeah, so if you want to follow our Facebook page, it's Stork's
sorry.
Place Mini Farm, and we will generally keep updates when we have an open farm day. We don't have regular hours. We're relatively busy with other things outside of our critters. So follow us on there.
I just got nibbled by him. It didn't really hurt. It kind of took me by surprise,
So, yeah.
though. Okay.
All right, over here on Instagram, Cameo is the newest apps doing shout-outs to people, celebrities and such, sending personalized videos to people for a fee.
Oh.
Sherman should do cameos.
What
Yes,
about,
he
yeah, I
should.
think so. Emily says, gonna have to go check out the mini farm with the grandheads. Kelly says,
Yep.
poo-poo platter. Heather says, it's nature, it's fine. Oh my God, this is
Nina
hilarious.
says, how long do they nurse?
He was actually on the bottle for the first year.
I'm not sure, man.
Yeah, and the feeding time frame kind of changes, but it's largely every 4 hours around the clock.
All right, McFarland says, this is crazy. Never knew any of this. Awesome. Amy says, I was on the phone with my mom. Where does Sherman live and can we visit?
Yep, Sherman lives in Marsing, Idaho. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page at Stork's Place Mini Farm.
Yep.
If you're on Instagram, his Instagram handle is OC_Wallaby. OC for Owyhee County, the county we live in and we're proud of. Shout out to the OC.
Not Orange County.
No,
Orange
no,
County.
the real OC.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that should be our animal show out here.
That's
Hawaii
it.
County.
Could you imagine?
The real
All of
OC,
us crazy animal
Real
people.
OC.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
I'm just loving life right now.
Maylee wants to know, does Sherman like to play?
Uh,
Seems like
you just
it.
saw it.
Yeah, Sherman loves to play, and I think one of Sherman's favorite little play pals is his big sister Maylee.
Oh.
Probably because she's pretty close to his size.
Okay, bye, Sherman.
Pagia for the win.
Sherman is definitely from the OC, Christina said. The other Christina said, does he like your other animals?
Yeah, Sherman doesn't interact a whole lot with our other animals. We have one dog that they'll kind of play with each other. So a dog outside of Sherman's enclosure, Sherman
Sherman.
inside. They'll kind of tease one another and
Sherman.
spend
here,
a little bit of
Sherman.
time playing there.
Come here, Sherman. Sorry, hold on. We have.
See you, Jake and Corbin. Maybe
Hey.
says, fun fact, I'm Sherman's favorite sibling.
Okay.
April Mason says hello.
Sherman is the PH. I've seen Sherman at the.
Oh, if we can show his feet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
He's too excited.
Okay, hold on. Well, it's okay if he doesn't want to. That's
He
fine.
doesn't.
It's okay, Sherman.
It's like, let me eat.
Okay, sorry, Sherman. Okay, we won't look at your feet. Everyone, just Google Google Wallaby feet.
Very, very unique.
Maylee
let's-
says Sherman needs a TikTok account.
Yes, he does.
I don't think he knows how to dance.
Okay, so I could definitely see it that he's a male on Facebook. Okay, interesting. Monette joined. She's the one with the tarantulas. Hi, Monette. If you're tuning in, this is a wallaby, and this is Sherman. Any other questions on Instagram?
Crosstown Exotic says poop seems to be a theme the last couple
Oh my God! Everything we talked about.
He might have just jinxed it. I mean, we're good so far, but
I don't think. Oh, there's poop coming out.
He is-
Oh my God!
jinxed it.
No
I
way.
literally was like, oh, here's his
Cross-town
poop.
exotics, you cannot make this up.
Oh my God!
Colin, are you serious?
We've had
Jinx
erections
us.
and poop, and that could be our
That's
tagline.
awesome. Right on the towel. Good job,
Yeah.
Sherman.
That's fine.
And
Actually,
you
it
say
is
he's
dry.
not potty trained.
It is dry. It's
Yeah.
fine, you guys. Don't even worry
Like I
about it, you
said,
guys.
just kind
It
of
is kind of cute, isn't it?
It's kind of cute.
Comment if you want. No, I'm kidding. I mean,
JJ says live poop.
Live poop.
Crosstown exotics, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Colin. Thank
Sarah
you.
C. Saga says I love tarantulas, underrated food.
Yes. Let's see. Sherman. I love Sherman from Shanna. Wade said, do you have any other wallabies?
No, just Sherman.
Sophia said, no, they don't. Keith says, haha. Keisha is laughing hysterically. So we've had, dude, poop is coming out as we
Harley
speak.
Q says trust the animals to have the most perfect timing. Seriously. Oh,
They do. My Tonight Show producer used to say poop equals ratings, though.
Good.
And it's true. People love. Oh, look, we got more viewers on Facebook. They're going up. Oh my God! I'm looking at the number
Poop
going up.
equals ratings.
Poop equals ratings. The name of our new show.
I guess you can
You
see
wanna
how
get that
quickly
little
his
one under his tail?
digestive system works.
Yeah, that is wow. Now, are they? I guess you guys kind of went into this, but that's okay. I'm so used to poop.
All right.
Oh, actually, can you grab
I've
that
been
turd?
at Corbin's live shows and I need to like walk out on stage with a paper towel and pick up
In
giant
front of
Corbin's
everybody,
poop
and
in
everyone
front of,
looks
like
at her.
500 people.
They're like, hey, you're that lady.
You're that
Oh,
lady.
You're the
look at
one.
poop.
Oh my God, the views keep on going up on Facebook because of the poop. Sherman, can we get over here, please?
That's awesome. Amy wants to know, has he ever slept inside? Oh,
Absolutely, yeah.
okay.
Sherman spent about his first year with us largely inside.
Amy says this is the best and the funniest show ever. Brian says, Jake, do you have plans for other exotics?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
No. And don't ask again. Let's see. Keith said, Jake, I miss you, man. This is so much fun to watch.
Miss you too.
Vicky says, do you know all these people?
Yeah.
Please tune in there. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way.
Hopefully all of these guys are liking Animal Nights Live.
Yes.
Tuning in on Thursday nights. Hopefully
Please.
they're following your Facebook and your Instagram and your TikTok.
Please, and by the
Yeah.
way, if you love this, please share this with your friends and family.
You can
And-
do watch parties on Facebook.
That's
We didn't
right,
even know
yeah.
that. You
Watch
can do
parties
watch
are fun.
parties. So please like the Stork's Mini Place Farm.
Stork's Place Mini Farm.
Oh,
Yep.
so I'm
You're all right.
Stork's Mini Place Farm.
Oh, look at him.
Animal Nights Live at Corbin Maxey, and please share this. We want more people to view this. So if you share it, obviously more people see it. All you have to do is click share. Go ahead.
Pharisee Saga, I'm disturbed that poop equals viewers.
Yes, it is. It is so true. But animal poop. Although, sorry guys.
That's a different show.
That is a different
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
Okay,
we're-
everyone
that's
knows
later.
that. Woo, coming back.
Yeah.
All right, Idaho Starter, do they have a mating call / sound?
No, that's
you do
an
it?
awesome question.
Go ahead, Jay.
They make almost no noise. They
Really?
have very
you made
weak
it sound
vocal
like you made a lot.
cords. No,
You're
no,
like,
no.
they make a lot of
No,
noise.
no,
That's
almost
interesting.
nothing. It's almost like a breathy, like that's it. And very infrequently they don't do it if they were stressed or maybe if there was a predator nearby. It's a very faint, and that's it.
Predators.
Kind of the clicking sound when he's happy.
Yeah, that's true. And I think
Okay.
it's more with his teeth.
Okay. What predators would they face out in Australia? I don't think we've covered
Yeah,
that.
wild dogs would be the largest. So, in that northern part of Australia where he's from, wild dogs would largest be would most largely be the predator that he would face.
Okay.
Yadira, Corbin, would you get a wallaby after this?
So we wanted to look into possibly getting Napoleon, our emu, a wallaby friend, because I've seen them together in zoos. I don't know though. I don't think I would have to go with the species just because he's so small
For
and
sure.
Napoleon's 6 feet.
Yeah.
And my God, I would hate to have something happen to him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh my God, his belly is just like my God.
Zoe Rowell, hi from Australia.
Hey,
Oh, awesome. Hello.
Zoe's like, these are like squirrels. Sorry.
Yeah, that's like a
Uh,
The
goat.
porcupine tails, do you have to have special permits to keep
oh, that's a great question.
In the state of Idaho, you don't. You do have to have veterinary certificate clearance from the state that they're coming from in order for you to bring them into Idaho.
Okay.
Zoe has successfully housed emu and wallaby together.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm going to look into it because we have the space for it. Hi, Sophia. Sophia wants to know what is his sleep schedule like?
Is diurnal? Is that the right phrase? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I mean, they largely feed in the mornings, feed in the evenings. Kind of takes some snoozes throughout the day, and then sleeps at night.
Sounds like a perfect day to me.
Yeah, for sure. And they're really cool to see them lay down because it's such a chill motion. They lay on their side, like elbow propped out, head lifted up, tail just strewn out. They look incredibly comfortable when they're laying down.
Wow. And then let's see, Shanna. So this is really good. Oh, Heather. Well, really quick, I'll go to Shanna. Shanna said, camera doesn't do his size any justice. He is small, and the camera makes him look really big. It is true. He's actually really tiny. He looks big.
Yeah.
It's the angle.
I mean, a small dog.
He's tiny. I mean, his belly, it got bigger. Heather says we should do a play date with Sherman and Napoleon. That would be
a really interesting meeting for
sure.
Should
we do it? Because Napoleon the emu is not aggressive.
Sure. I think it'd be awesome.
Would you do it?
He wouldn't hurt?
No,
Sure.
Napoleon is like a scaredy little cat. No. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Should we do a play date with my pet emu Napoleon and Sherman the Wallaby? What if we did that?
Yeah. If they'd like to see it, I think we can make that happen.
How much was Sherman? If something happened, I don't want to have to do that.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Nothing would happen.
I'm kidding, guys. Nothing would happen. I'm kidding.
There's no price on Sherman.
If you would like Sherman and if Sherman and Napoleon to have a play date, oh my God, we can put that on
Amy,
YouTube.
Nina,
Yeah.
Yadira,
Thank you, Heather, for
Ring
that.
Fun, next week's live.
Thank
JJ,
you.
Rough Fisherman.
Rianne says hello from Hermiston, Oregon, home of the watermelons. Hello.
Hello.
So we love Hermiston. We've done several shows in Hermiston. I've sold out rooms in Hermiston.
We had to shut down the library.
Awesome.
Sophia said yes. We're getting a lot of thumbs up for Sherman and Napoleon. That would be interesting.
I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, I think that would be very cool.
And we'll film the whole thing. That is so cool. Any other questions over on Instagram, love?
Nina says hello from Seattle. She says that Sherman looks bigger on Facebook. He's right in front of the camera.
He is. Sherman, can we get over here?
Yes, Porcupine Tails.
Come here,
Thumbs
Bubba.
up, New Phoenix. Amanda.
Oh, you're fine. Do you want some more peaches? Come here.
Stuff.
I have to tell you what, Sherman has done really well. I've worked with wallabies before on camera numerous times. He's the most well-behaved wallaby I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is.
He's so domesticated and socialized.
He is. Now, but it took a while, though, right, to socialize him?
Yeah.
He was with us for, that first year, around the clock.
Where we went, he
Anywhere
went.
we went, Sherman was with us. So that's why someone said he's been to a lot of my parties.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of people around Owyhee County that have fed Sherman a bottle, and had Sherman show up. He's made a cameo at their house.
My sister has a rabbit she used to take to the brewery.
Nice.
Yeah, let's talk Sherman. We
Let's
have a
talk
pet
about
rabbit. Let's
See
talk
like a
about
Foster's
Flo.
commercial for him, though.
I know, right?
JJ says, will the play date include eating ham?
Eating ham
Is it JJ Astorkia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
from Nepal. Oh,
Eat your hand,
yes!
Tina.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, guys.
I'm glad you
Uh,
know that reference. I'm a little
I thought
Good one,
someone
JJ,
was like,
yeah.
"We are not eating Sherman or Napoleon." Eat your ham. Oh, that's funny. So Napoleon, Napoleon my emu. That would be funny. We could reenact that. I think it would be a cool. And we don't
Agreed.
live far.
No.
We don't live far.
Yeah,
Please don't
totally
tell
doable.
people though where I live though.
No.
The reason why we've had people from across the river take photos of our emu Napoleon,
Well, that's down the river.
which is thanks,
At the
man.
end.
Yeah, it's down the river, guys. Just
Up
9
river.
miles up.
Upriver.
It's up the river. But it was
Around the river.
Because
That place on the left.
Yeah.
honey. What is that? There's a big Corbin Maxey sign. I'm kidding. Let's see. Tristan said yes. Can I ask you guys a question? What is the most rewarding part of having Sherman?
I think sharing him.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. We make it a family thing. When we've gone to some of the retirement centers and brought him around to the residents, we have our kids go with us. They get an opportunity to teach the residents. Sharing him for sure is it.
Oh, he has a bite, doesn't he?
1 minute left on Instagram.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm going to give Sherman an apple because he's chewing. 1 minute left on Instagram. Please go follow OC_. Wallaby. And also remember to watch her IGTV because
Looking so regal right now.
he looks so regal. Make sure to watch the IGTV and to get more content. This has been my favorite Animal Nights Live.
Awesome.
Dude, can we guys please come back on?
Sure.
And we can do mini pigs and
Yeah.
Sugar gliders.
Oh man, sugar gliders.
Nicey little buggers, those sugar gliders.
Oh, really?
Oh, man. Get ready. Get your gloves out.
Okay, we'll get the gloves out. I just want to say something. Thank you for both of you for taking the time tonight to come over.
Sure.
And you are a wealth of knowledge. That is like,
Awesome.
dude, you are phenomenal. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Glad to be here. Yeah, thanks for having us, and again, letting us share him.
Yeah, and thank you, Instagram, for watching. Please make sure, once again, to like the page. We love you. And are we counting down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Yes, Amy says my favorite live night too. Carly Q, so fun. I love this. Thank you. Idaho Starter.
Love you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Share
this
it.
was a lot of fun.
Share it, you guys, please.
Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
Instagram.
Bye, Instagram. Man, that was fun. We're still live on Facebook, so now we can talk crap
And
about all the
TikTok.
people on Instagram. I'm kidding. Let's see. Did he? Someone asked about him getting neutered. Is he going to be neutered for aggression later on? That's a really good question.
I would say we would only do it if the behavior got very unacceptable.
He seems fine.
He
Fan of
seems
keeping him
fine to me.
tactic. He's 2 years old now. I don't think it's going to get any worse. We're not really at risk of any lady wallabies strolling by and piquing his interest, I don't think.
I don't think. Oh my gosh. Okay, very good question. Taryn says hi from New Mexico, Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Hey, Taryn.
Diane says hello. Shanna said he has such cool feet and claws. All my Facebook comments are coming through. Yes, sugar glider. Sophia says you should all go to the Stork farm. I'm there. Sugar gliders are great. What a fun talk show. Keisha, thank you so much. Nicely done. Amy says thank you, Jake and Sherman. Brian.
Rules from India. Very nice video, all of you.
Brian says
Awesome.
thank you for sharing, Jake. Gina says nicely done, Jake. How does my nose smell? Oh, this is so cool. When's
the last time you had a wallaby lick in your face?
I don't know. Honey, can I have a kiss after this, please? I don't even care. This is worth everything. It's so nice. Can I just say something? Being able to just be in awe of this animal and to be able to hear someone else talk about him for once. I mean, I never thought of it, but seriously, to
Sure.
have someone else and to learn something, man.
Good.
What was I want to ask a question on Facebook since we're having fun. This is kind of our after party. Everyone, break out the whatever, bubbly. What was the most interesting fact you guys learned today during this live? I just want to get a comment and see.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know too.
I would tell you mine. I already told you mine, but I didn't realize that they could change the nutritional value with like the different. Where's our bottle at? Oh, with the different teats.
Isn't that cool?
I thought that was so interesting. That was crazy.
He's washing his hands now, doing a little grooming.
Virginia said, so sweet. Fun show. Had a great time. Thank you. Amy. Hey, Amy. What fun fact did you guys learn? Anyone want to share before we say goodbye to Sherman and before I think it's just a slight delay in Facebook here. Holding the embryo, Sophia said, was the most interesting.
Isn't that
fact.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embryonic diapause. My favorite word in biology. Heather said, learning about all the gestation stuff was so interesting.
Yeah.
My mother saw different nipples for different ages. Thank you, Virginia.
That's it. All four of them.
That's my mom.
That's my mother-in-law. Thank you, Virginia. Please make sure to share this with your Girl Scout troop. Let's see what else we have. Sean said the two teats. Okay, people are talking about teats. Keisha said about the nutritional change in the pouch. Taryn said change the teats in the nutrition for sure.
Everyone loves the teats.
That'll go on his new OC Wallaby t-shirts.
Right? You know, when you put that couch on, it kind of reminded me of that part from Meet the Parents.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. What other one?
You silk anything with a nipple.
That's right. Yeah.
Amy said Sherman is a rock star and Jake isn't bad either. Sorry, that's
Yay.
Sharon. Amy said I already knew that about the embryonic diapause, but she didn't know about that and the fat. She did not know about the fat in the tail.
Yeah, that was a diversion tactic from some other visuals, but I'm glad that you picked that up.
And as a talk show host, I'm supposed to move it along, and I'm just like, no, let's talk about
Look at
what's
it.
on camera.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Pretty impressive.
I would be pretty proud if I were you. Sherman, I would be really
Proud dad.
I'd be a proud
Look
dad.
at him. He's awesome. He's
This
doing
is so
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Christina said, nice to see you and collaborate with the Storks. Corbin, my friend Courtney, used to talk about you all the time at work. We're still friends with Courtney. We love Courtney. She helps out with the animals. Hopefully everything Courtney said were good things. Don't believe anything she says. Let me know if you guys have any other questions for Jake. It is past 9, and I think you guys are ready to get the heck out of here. But Sherman, I just once again.
Bye TikTok, thank
Bye
you.
TikTok, thank you.
Goodbye.
Facebook, thank you so much. Make sure to share the video and make sure to like the Storks Place Mini Farms.
That's it.
On
Yep.
Facebook. And I tagged them and they tagged me in a bunch of posts. So all you have to do is just go to our page and just like it and share it. And I really want to collaborate with Napoleon.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I think that'd be
thanks for
fun.
having us.
Thank you so much, you
Our
guys.
goal is to share them. And
Yeah, let's see if there are any other questions before we go. Courtney said, he's my best bud. Yes, we love you, Courtney. Heather said he's just chilling. She loves it. This has been over an hour, and he's just been hanging out.
He's done really well. Yeah.
He's done really
You
well.
can kind of tell he's like, all right, I'd like to run around now.
Okay.
A belly full of food, you know what I mean? Now
Absolutely.
he's like, I'm going to go run this off.
All right, bye, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next Thursday night at 8.
Thanks.
We're going to have to top this. Oh, actually, we have some exciting plans for Thursday, which is cool. I think we're going to the World Center for Birds of Prey.
Oh, fantastic.
Have some birds of prey. It won't be Sherman, but some cool raptors.
Looking
All right.
forward to it.
See you guys next Thursday.
Bye.
End the live video.